What is up, comic book fans, readers, collectors, cover lovers? Everyone is welcome here at Nerdy Geeks Comics, no matter how you collect. Welcome to my channel. I am Nerdy Geek, and this is part 2 of Sunday Show and Tell because I didn't want to make a 1-hour video or a 50-minute video about the books that I got from Whatnot and eBay and things like that. So I broke this up into 2 parts so it'll be easier to consume, and plus that way I get an extra video of content on the channel. Either way, you already know the drill. If you watch part 1, I had some really nice books over there. I think these are going to be more modern books. This is all I have left, so let's get to my stack. We're going to start off with my friends up in Canada, Steve and Kelly from Comic Traders. Knifey, knifey. Okay, so this book may look familiar. If you saw my Sunday Show and Tell last week, you've definitely seen this book. So here I have the G.I. Joe, and this is the Cedric Poulat exclusive of Don Moreno. Really great cover right here. And I was able to pick up the regular version and the foil. And for a foil, this is really nice. You're getting a really good example of the art because, you know, normally foils dull the art out, but this one still actually looks really nice. And it looks so nice that I bought it twice. So if you watched last week's video, you saw that I was excited to get this, and it turns out that my copies that I got from 616 had a huge spine tick right here that was probably about 3/4 of an inch long, really deep. So I went ahead and reported it to them, and I was hoping to get a replacement, but they actually just refunded me my entire payment. So that was great. So I was able to pick these up for a little bit cheaper. So really happy to have these. Oh, and if you could remind me at the end, because I love collecting these Proline Mylar bags, but I need to ask y'all about something. I want to see if it's just me or if it's not. So at the end, remind me, hey Nerdy, don't forget you wanted to talk about comics Proline bags. Thank you. Next package is from Trinity Comics. I think I remember what this is. Let's find out if I was right. Okay, so it looks like from Trinity Comics, I did pick up 2 exclusives. First off is one you've probably seen. They're both Peach Momoko books, but this is the San Diego Comic-Con 2020. I'm gonna say 5. Yeah, let's say 5. I'm pretty sure it's 5. 2025 Marvel Rivals exclusive. Here we have a cover of Psylocke. Really nice cover. And it's more of the original sketch art of it. So really nice cover. I do have this in full color and everything, but really happy to have added this one to the collection. And it does have this little, I don't know if it's authenticity or what. Yeah, it is. You can see it right there at the bottom. So it tells you everything you want to know about it, except the year it came out. And here we have the Singapore Comic-Con exclusive. This is also Peach Momoko, and here we have Magic. So, of course, a very Peach Momoko style drawing of Magic. Very anime-esque right here. Really nice cover. You know, excited to have both of these. And of course, here's our Trinity Comics. Next is a comic book I got from my Whatnot honey holes. If you don't know, be careful sharing your honey holes because for after not too long, they're no longer going to be your honey holes. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to tell y'all where I got this, but excited to show y'all what I got. Okay, so this is a book I've been very excited to pick up. As you've seen in previous unboxings, and even my last video, part one of this, I'm a huge Michael Turner fan, and I have picked up this book before, but it came damaged, and they had said that it was like a 9.8 candidate. Now, they did give me a discount and help me out with the next time I bought some books from them. So completely fine. I trust them that the book was clean whenever they sent it. It probably just got damaged through shipping, because that seller that I bought it from always takes care of me. If they say their books are mint, they come in mint. They'll tell you if there's any type of defects in it. So, either way, this book, there's a little bit of damage to it, but it's something that I'm pretty sure I can get pressed out. Nothing looks color breaking. There's one small spine tick right here, maybe a couple of them, but they're tiny and they're non-color breaking, and they don't actually go all the way to the edge. But anyways, enough of me talking about it. Here I have World War Hulk issue number 1. This is the Michael Turner exclusive from Aspen Comics, and it is in fantastic shape. Look, check that out. The Hulk in all his glory, done by the great Michael Turner. I've always loved Michael Turner's art. He did an amazing job. And actually, you don't see it here, but it's actually that corner, but it's more on the back. There's just a slight bend to it, but it's non-color breaking. It doesn't look like it was folded all the way around. It just has a slight bend, and it's through a couple of pages in the back. But other than that, really fantastic looking book. Really happy to have another one to my collection, one that is less damaged. Hopefully one day I can find one of these that is a 9.8, and I can easily get it sent off to CGC without having to do any type of pressing. Either way, this one is still a candidate. I just need to find a good presser. Save the biggest package for last. So let's open this up and see what all I got in here. Oh boy, packing peanuts. Should I try and be careful with this, or just make a big old mess? What do y'all think? Big old mess? Careful, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be careful. And since we didn't get a lot of snow here in Texas like the rest of the country, we just mainly got ice. Let's go ahead and make it snow. Why do I do this to myself? Okay, total honesty, I did pause the video to put some of these in Mylars. Not all of them are in Mylars, but they're all in better bags. So here we go. Okay, so first off, earlier you heard me talk about the G.I. Joe that was damaged from 616, and they refunded me my money. And then I went to another Whatnot seller and I bought the books from them. Look, I feel bad for that. So I also bought it from 616. So see, I went back and bought it from them. These came in great condition. They're all good. I don't need to show you all of them because I've already shown you these books this video, but just be happy. I did pick these up. So I did go back because they did right by me. So I'm doing right by them. Up next, I got Black Cat issue number 6. This is the David Nakayama variant. And of course, we all saw this come out a week or two ago. Really great cover of Black Cat by David Nakayama. And they also had their, I want to say it's their exclusive Virgin variant. So no trade dress, really nice cover. And I'm going to guess with these three that nobody was bidding. So I'm like, hey, that's a good price. I'll go ahead and get them. Sometimes I'll get got like that. Sometimes nobody's bidding. And I'm like, why not? It's a good deal. So I bought all three. Here we have the Josh Burns Valentine's variant. And here we have Veronica. And it also came with Betty. And also came with Sabrina. So we got the Valentine's Day special of Betty, Veronica, and Sabrina. You know, nice covers by Josh Burns. I mean, it's basically the exact same thing. They just kind of dress different and different hairstyles. Maybe their faces are a slight difference. Okay, so for the last books I have to show y'all for this Sunday show and tell, which is now happening on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know when I'm putting it up. I have probably Monday. I have the Psylocke Ninja issue #1, and this is the exclusive done by Fan Yang. I am a really big fan of Fan Yang's work. Really great Psylocke Ninja cover right here. So here we have the trade dress. It also came with a Virgin, and this Virgin, if you see on the top, is purple, and you got more purple tones in the background. I'm telling you that because if I showed you this one, it's the exact same cover, but this one has more pink in the top and in the background. And this set also came with the 1 in 100 Pablo Villalobos Virgin variant. So really happy to have all these. Of course, there's a lot of Psylocke fans who love to collect her covers. So really happy to have added these to my collection. But that's it. That's my last book. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully, well, you know what? It turns out that this probably was short because it turns out these boxes had way less books than the first 4. Either way, I got to make 2 videos out of it, so I got an extra content. Anyways, please hit the like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. I try and put out at least 3 videos a week for you. I'm pretty consistent at it, and I also do 2 live streams a week. Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to talk to you about the bags. You guys are so good, man. I appreciate you reminding me. That completely would have slipped my mind. I would have forgotten all about it. And then when I was editing the video, I would have gotten irritated that I didn't talk about it. And don't get me wrong, I probably would have gotten upset at y'all for not reminding me. So thank you. I'm not upset, I'm happy. But anyways, I love to use these Comic Pro Line bags. They make the comics look great. You know, Jeff from Animanium Comics said it'll make your 4.0 look like a 9.8. So, but anyways, there's one thing I don't like about these. One, they're thinner than, you know, they're probably thinner than 2 mil. They're not 4 mil at all. But what happens to me is I get these splits. Let's see if you can see that.
2 hours later.
There you go. You see that split that's happening right there? That happens to me a lot with these. So there you see it's all together, and there you see it splits open. And it's not relegated to just one comic. You see it's on both of these. Both of these have that split going on right there. So is it just me, or does that happen to y'all? Because I buy these and I put them in that full backing board, which is, you know, it's a thick backing board. I like it because it makes my comics like little bricks almost. But they always split down here, or they'll split up here, and it's frustrating because I buy Mylars because I want them to protect my comics. But if you got splits at the bottom, or you get splits up here, I mean, how long until that thing just works its way all the way up, and then there goes your comic flying out the side. It's not the biggest of deals, but it does. I mean, it is a big deal. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, it's a big deal. But it seems to happen on at least these Mylars that they do. And I think these are the archival Mylars. I threw away all the wrapping. You know, I bought like 700 of these, and probably around 10 to 15% get a split down here. And I've had others. So of course, if you get the BCW ones that are 2 mil and 4 mil, that rarely happens, but those are a lot more expensive than these. And then also with those, I don't use these full backing boards. So maybe it's the backing boards, but I mean, I still have room. Like if I turn it out side by side, the comic still is able to slide. It's not like it's just holding the comic in one spot and it doesn't move. So there is room in there. But just let me know, like what comic bags and boards do y'all use? I love to use Mylar. And then I even decided, well, you know what? Let me give it a shot. And I'm going to get this Comic Pro line regular poly bags. And I'm still having the same thing happen where here, whenever I put the board in, they start to split up here, and they'll split all the way down to where the adhesive strip is. So yes, these are cheaper with the adhesive strip, but probably about 25 to 30% of these just automatically split right here as soon as I'm putting the bags and the boards in. So that's not going to be an option for me either. But like I said, I love to use Mylars. I love the way Mylars make your comics look really nice and crisp, and they show off the art really well. But I can't have this split in here. I mean that's just way too much of an issue. I mean, these splits are just way too much. And look, it's split all the way up to here. That's how far that split goes. So what do y'all use? What do y'all recommend? I don't want to just put tape here because I don't think it would hurt the comic, because the comic's literally got to get right up against it, but I don't want to put tape there to hold it together. I have used BCW. They are a lot more expensive. I have used Comics Clear, and I like them. It does happen with them, but not nearly as much as it does with this. So maybe I'm just gonna have to go back to Comics Clear. I don't know. If y'all have a suggestion on a great poly bag to use, or not a poly bag, Mylar to use, please let me know. But anyways, thanks for reminding me. I appreciate y'all letting me get on my soapbox and ask y'all about this. Any and all recommendations will be greatly appreciated. So now, that is the end of my video. So again, please hit the like and subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for all the new subs, and I'll see y'all next time.